Hi yogis, welcome back. So glad to see you here again. We're going through quite a time, aren't we? It's so strange when we are being isolated from others and kept in our houses, and I know it's all for the best, for the well-being of everybody, but that doesn't mean it's not a struggle. So in these times when we're feeling so alone and maybe a little depressed and in our own heads, we need more than ever to keep moving, to find our way onto our mats, and to crack open our hearts. So we're going to do lots of heart openers today, some back bending, some strength, lots of breathing, and hopefully get you feeling a little bit more like yourself so that you can lift up others and we can all move in the right direction towards the end of this COVID-19 virus and we can come back as a community again. So go ahead and come onto your mat if you're not already there. Nice, easy, crisscross, Sukhasana position. Bring your hands to your knees. Rise up through the spine, sit up nice and tall, low belly sucks in, and maybe even nice and easy, drop your chin towards your chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel your hip bones, your sit bones grounding down. And notice your breath. As your lungs pull and fill, and as you exhale, that slowly emptying, squeezing of the low belly at the bottom. And just feel this tidal-like movement, these in and outs. Sometimes it's very hard to sit in stillness, especially when it's not our choice, when it's not something that we wanted. But just as important as that movement, being strong, being able to sit with yourself in quiet, that's also so important, and it takes practice. One more nice, easy breath. Nice, guys. Inhale as you open your eyes and lift your chin. And let's make our way onto hands and knees. Hands right under the shoulders. Knees under the hips, toes pointed back. Let's find some cat-cow. Inhale. Lift your chin and your heart, your tail maybe swaying from side to side. Exhale, push the floor away, round the spine, drop the head in. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale the cow. Exhale, cat pose. Push the floor away, pull your low belly in. Now tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet. Let your hips sway from side to side. Push the floor away with your shoulders and your hands. Roll the triceps down towards the ground. Low belly sucks in. Legs are strong and active. Guys. Now let's shift forward into that plank position. Shoulders are right over the elbows and the wrists. Press out of the shoulders, protract the shoulder blades. Round that upper back. Low belly sucks in. Now shift forward onto the tippy toes, coming forward, elbows in, and slowly with control, lowering all the way to the ground, nice and easy. Then let the hands come back by the sides. Toes point back. And as you inhale, find your Shalabhasana, your locust pose. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Find the strength of your back body. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the toes an inch. And get really long as we stretch from the crown of the head all the way to the tips of the toes. Lift everything an inch, and exhale. exhale, lowering down. Turn your head in one direction. Resting your head down. Take one more resting breath. Now reach the arms out in front of you. Let the head and neck be nice and neutral. Really reach into your fingertips as you stretch the shoulders and the armpits. Reach into the tippy toes, and then as you're ready, inhale, lift the arms, lift the eggs. Locust pose again. Feel the hip bones pressing into the earth. Neck is nice and neutral. Reach and get really long. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Stack your palms. Turn your head in the opposite direction this time. One more breath while you rest. Now reach the arms out in front of you once again. This time I want you to press into the top of the left foot and reach the left arm up and the right leg. Feel that cross-body strength. Keep reaching up. Thumb up towards the ceiling, toes pointed back. Now let's pulse it 10 times. Lift, lift, lift. Just like this. 5. 2 more. And hold. And lower everything down. All right, now press into the top of the left foot. The right foot. Reach the left foot up. Reach the right hand up. Thumb up towards the ceiling. Hold, squeezing everything towards that midline. Now 10 little pulses up, up. 5 more. 2 more, and hold. Try not to push too hard into that top left hand. Use the strength of your back body. Nice. Exhale, slowly lower everything down. Go ahead and shift a little hip bone to hip bone, releasing out any tension in the low back. Very good. All right, walk the hands underneath you. Coming briefly into Sphinx pose. So we're right on the forearms, elbows are back by the ribs. Legs point back behind you, legs are active. Press into the entire forearm, all the way to the tips of the fingers as you peel your heart open. Nice, slowly let your chest come down. Inhale, peel it back open again. Exhale, lowering. One more time, inhale, lift the heart. Feel the ribs spanning open. Legs are strong and active here. All right, now press into your knees, coming up to that tabletop position. And all the way back into downward facing dog. So hands are down, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing. Very nice. Inhale as you bring that left leg to the center, reach the right leg up. Find length through that right leg. And as you exhale, squeeze knee to nose, shift forward all the way to the left tippy toes, squeeze that right knee in, hold. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, shift forward, squeeze that right knee in towards the chest, maybe even we draw our nose in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, one more time, shift forward, squeeze and hold. All right, inhale back to that three-legged downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Exhale, squeeze that right knee in, step it up between your hands. Help it if you need to. Stay on the ball of the back left foot. And inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, arms reach. Maybe a little shift forward so that the heel steps right over the base of the balls of the toes. Touch palms if you can, look up. And then as you exhale, peel your heart open. Shoulders come down away from the ears, elbows bend. Arms are like cactus branches. Let them come all the way down. Arms are down by the front leg. Inhale, reach them back up. And exhale, pivot open. Warrior two, arms are open to a T. Right knee is still bent deeply. Let your shoulders come away from your ears. Arms reach in both directions. Sink into that right knee. Roll that front leg open from high on the inner groin. Inhale, straighten that right leg, lift both arms, touch palms, and Ninja Skandasana to the back of your mat. Left knee bends deeply. Hands are at your heart unless you need them down for balance. Inhale, press into that left foot, Skandasana, back to the front of your mat again. Ninja on the right side. And one more time, press into that right foot. This time coming right through center. Feet get parallel here. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your heart, long spine. Exhale, hands come down between the feet. And fold. You can walk your hands back as long as your palms stay nice and flat. Feel that length through the torso. Strong legs. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up, that star position. Reach in all four corners. Feel radiant. Palms touch. And then coming to the back of our mat again. Now we're in warrior two position. Left knee is bent deeply. Right leg is out straight. Shoulders are down and away. Arms reach. Feel fierce. Now drop your right arm down. Lift the left arm up and overhead. If you want a little bit of a shoulder stretch, bring that right arm behind you. Reverse warrior. Nice. Now cartwheel your hands down. And see if you can bring your forearms in the inside of that left foot in a low lizard lunge. Now if you gotta stay up here on your hands, it's perfectly fine. Let's try to get in a little bit deeper. Release some of that tension out of our hips. Keep that back knee lifted if you can. Now turn that right forearm in on a little bit of an angle here. And see if you can scoop up that left big toe with the first two fingers of your left hand. And inhale to this side forearm plank. Press out of that right shoulder. Feel the strength of your back body. Very nice, release that left foot. Coming onto both forearms now. And let's take a couple of little hip dips here. So drop the right hip down, inhale through center. Drop the left hip down. A couple more times, right side and left. Right side and left. Two more, right side. Nice. Now walk your feet in, find dolphin pose, which is downward facing dog, but on our forearms. Drop the head, let it hang heavy. Strong through the shoulders. Now pressing into both hands, see if you can come right into that downward facing dog. Nice. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Point your toe, get really long. And then shift forward as you squeeze that left knee in. Knee towards nose. Inhale, lift it up again. Exhale, shift forward, squeeze left knee in. Inhale, lift the left leg.
Exhale, shift, and squeeze that left knee in. Hold. And inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, squeeze it in, step it up, crescent lunge, stay on the ball of the back foot. And inhale, rise up. Strong legs as they squeeze towards that midline. Shift forward so that we're over the balls of the toes. Arms reach, heart lifts. And then as you exhale, shoulders come down, elbows bend, cactus branches, peel your heart open. Arms come all the way down, scoop them up, lift, touch palms, look up. And exhale, pivot open. Warrior two here on the left side. Left knee is bent deeply. Heeling open from high on the inner groin. We're at a heel to arch stance. Relax your face, your jaw. You've got this. Now bring the arms up and overhead, touching palms. Skandasana, back to the front of your mat. Right knee bends deeply. Hands are at your heart unless you need them for balance. Press into that right foot. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Left knee bends deeply. Press into that left foot. Halfway up. Feet come parallel. Bring your hands down to the ground. Lift halfway and exhale. Fold in between your legs. If you'd like to take a headstand here, it's a nice place to do so. Inhale, halfway lift. And rise all the way up, reaching in all four corners. Back to that warrior two position, front of our mat. So now the right knee is bent deeply. Sink into that right knee. Feel something deep, that strength within you that you know you have. Inhale, and then exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, come to the ball of the back foot. And let's see if we can come to that deep, low lizard lunge. This time, hands or forearms on the inside of the right foot. Try to keep that back knee lifted if you can. Sink into your hips. Feel something deep here. Now turn your left forearm in at a little bit of an angle. See if you can hook up your big toe with the first two fingers of the right hand. And coming into that side plank. On the left side, feel that nice push-pull as the foot pushes away, the arm pulls it back in. Finding that balance, that strength. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, release the foot. Coming onto both forearms. Very nice. Now we have those hip dips. Begin on the left. Inhale through center. Drop the right hip. 4 more. Left side. And right. 3 more. Nice job, guys. You're doing wonderfully. Got this. Nice. All right, coming back in that forearm plank. And slowly walking our feet in. Finding that dolphin pose. Keep pressing out of the shoulders. Low belly scooping in. Push, push, push into your hands. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Straighten the arms. Downward facing dog. Let's walk it out a little bit, make it a nice long downward facing dog. feet a little longer away from the hands than what you normally would have. And let's stretch out the shoulders. So maybe nice and easy, bringing your head down towards the ground for balance. And we can stretch out the shoulders and the armpits and the chest. Feel that hollowing of the low belly. Pelvic floor lifts for strength. Push into your hands, nice lifting your head, come back to that downward facing dog. Looking forward, I want you to nice and easy roll right over your toes, slowly, slowly, lowering your knees towards the ground, but just hover them. Don't let them drop all the way down. Hold it here. Find that inner strength. Roll back over your toes, downward facing dog again. Let's do that twice more. Inhale as you look forward, and then roll right over the toes. Start to lower the knees, but don't. Hover them. Hold. And push the floor away, roll over the toes back to downward facing dog. One more time. Roll over your toes. Cover the knees. This time, push into the top of that left foot. Lift the right knee. Hold. 10 seconds here. Five more. Stay calm. All right, right foot comes down, switch sides, push into the top of the right foot, lift the left, 10 seconds. All right, guys, both feet come down nice and easy. Lower both knees. Come up onto your shins. We're nice and easy going to be finding a little bit of a back bend here. So if you want to tuck the toes underneath you to get a little height on the heels, you can, or the toes can point back behind you. And that makes things a little bit harder for that reach back, but whatever suits you best, that's where you should go. Hands come to your hips, thumbs towards each other. And as you inhale, lift your ribs away from your hips. Press your hips forward as your glutes activate. And open your heart, maybe dropping your head back. Inhale, chin towards your chest, neutralize. Working on our camel pose or Ustrasana. Make sure your knees are nice and comfortable. If you need to put something underneath them, you can always roll your mat a little thicker or use your towel for an extra padding if you need. Otherwise, let's go again. Maybe this time you want to reach one arm back. Let's start with the right arm. Inhale, lift your heart, let the ribs span. Hips come forward. And let's reach that right hand back. And left arm reaches up, maybe over. Send the hips forward. Keep breathing. So important to not hold your breath. Just because we're holding the pose. Now chin towards chest, inhale. Both hands come down, maybe sitting down on the heels. Neutralize your spine. Move back up onto your shins, please. We'll take the second side. Inhale, lift the ribs up. Send the hips forward. Reach back through the left hand. And the right arm reaches up towards the sky, maybe back towards the heels. Chin towards chest. Inhaling. Sitting down on the shins in Virasana if you'd like to take a small rest. Dropping your chin towards your chest. And if that was okay for you, maybe we reach back with both hands. But if that's too much, you can keep your hands right on your hips. Remember, you can tuck your toes and bring your heels up a little higher. But don't push it. If you feel any pain or pinching anywhere, even if it's in your hands or your ankles, your neck, it means that you're pinching a nerve probably in your spine. Back away from that. Take a child's pose. Neutralize your spine. Only doing these if it feels good. It's okay to be a little uncomfortable, but you don't want to cause any pain, pinching, numbness. So one more time, let's go for both arms if that's accessible. Lift the hips, or lift the ribs away from the hips. Let the hips come forward. Maybe lifting up your chin. Reaching back with both hands. Find your heels. Remember to send those hips forward. Tucking your tail underneath you. Legs are active. One more breath. Releasing, bringing the chin towards the chest. Go ahead, sit down all the way onto the heels. Fold over yourself. Child's pose. Rest your forehead. Sway your hips from side to side. May seem a little strange, but if you're feeling any pain, discomfort in your low back while you're in this child's pose, I want you to squeeze your glutes, activate your anus, and really close things up, release, close it up, release. Kind of this squeezing will help to neutralize that pain in the low back. Inhale, coming all the way back up onto our shins, sitting up nice and tall. Bring the hands just outside of the knees. Push the floor away so that you can cross your ankles and send them out in front of you. We'll take a seated forward fold here. So legs are straight out in front of us. Kind of rock from side to side, release any of that flesh that we don't need here. Suck that low belly in, and then hinging at the hips, folding forward with a really long spine, long torso. You can grab your shins, the sides of your feet. You can use a strap if needed, but fold over your legs. And this Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale completely. Inhale, rise up the rest of the way. Very nice. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. Bring your feet just outside of your sit bones. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Keep your legs in that nice parallel line, so don't let the knees drop out to the sides. And we're going to lift up to a bridge. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Go ahead, lower them down. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift, squeeze. Exhale, drop the hips. Just like this, inhale as you lift and squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lowering them down, but don't rest. 5 more times. One, push into the feet, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes at the top. Now bring that left foot to the center, lift that right leg up, hold. Five more seconds. Slowly bring the right foot down towards the center and lift the left leg up. Pointing the toes, feeling the strength in the back body. 5 more. Nice and easy lowering that left foot. Very good, guys. Shoulders come out from underneath you. Draw your knees in, give yourself a good squeeze, rocking from side to side, massaging out any kinks in the low back. Now I want you to hold on to that right knee, extend the left leg out, and curl in. So as you hug that right knee in, hover the left, and squeeze that low belly in. Make sure that your low back is touching the floor. So do that by pulling your belly button towards your spine, removing any spaces that you can. All right, go ahead and lower the head down and switch legs. Draw the left knee in, squeeze it in, extend the right leg and hover, and then draw yourself in. So not only are we working the core a little bit here, strengthening the hip flexors, we're also kind of counterbalancing out some of those back bends. All right, go ahead and bring your hands behind your head. Let your knees come in just for a moment here. Lift the legs straight up as if you're coming in Viparita Karani. And then let the legs come down, down, down. You still want that low back glued into the floor. Don't let it come up. Then draw the knees in. Point them straight up towards the ceiling. Let's do it again. Let the legs come down. Glue that low back in. Hover them when your low back starts to arch up. That's when it's time to draw the knees in. So super important that that low back stays grounded. As soon as it comes up, oh, that's where you draw the knees in. So if it's here and it's arching, draw the knees in. As you do this more and more over time, you find the strength of the lower core. You can hover the legs lower and lower to the ground. Let's do 5 more. Three, 2, last one. All right, now draw your knees in, give yourself that good squeeze once again, rocking from side to side, massage out any kinks, any tension, and let the knees pass over to the right. Arms unravel like a T, drishti turns towards the left. Let it. Squeeze the knees towards each other, come through center. Nice and easy, let the knees pass over to the left. Turn your head towards the right. Inhale, come back through center again. Opening the legs up a little bit, let the knees come down by the ribs, reaching towards the insides of the feet and then grabbing onto the outside. So we come through the legs to grab the outsides. And take a little happy baby pose. Maybe rocking from side to side. Let just gravity, the weight of your legs, nice and easy, let your knees come down towards the ground. And go ahead and just release the legs down. Maybe you take a Shavasana today with the legs open up like Baddha Konasana, so this Supta Baddha Konasana position. Or you can do the opposite, where you plant the feet, let the knees fall in towards each other. Find a position where you can really just soften and let go. And then feel free to just pause this video and stay here as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, making your way onto your side, using your top hand to help you up to a nice, easy seated position, no strain. Hopefully this little mini flow helped you to crack your heart open, feel a little bit more peace in your soul. Good times are coming. Just trust in that, trust in your practice. I cannot wait till I see you all in the studio again very soon. Take care, stay well. Namaste, friends.